In the middle of a deserted city, Rob had his gun aimed at a stag. Suddenly, a lioness pounces on the stag and holds him down. Rob thought about whether to shoot or not. There's a lion and a cub coming up the road. Looks like they're a family. Rob looked at his watch. It was almost 6 o'clock. He looks back at the sun. It's almost sunset. Rob had to go home because by nightfall, the city will be overrun by zombies. A virus has swept the world. The city's human population is almost wiped out. Rob spilled alcohol on his doorstep to eliminate the smell of the human body and avoid being tracked by the zombies. At night, Rob rests in the bathtub with a gun in his hand. At night, the streets are full of zombies. Rob has to be ready to fight at all times. Rob's only companion is his dog. They run together every morning. Rob is a virologist. When he gets to his lab, Rob uses the computer to keep track of the day's work. Then he looks at the specimens. He wanted to find a way to deal with the virus as soon as possible. One specimen caught Rob's eye. Every possibility is a new hope. Rob drew a tube of his own blood. He's gonna use the blood as bait to catch a walker. He spilled the blood in the trap he had set up. Rob stood on top of the car with his gun. He was waiting for the walker to fall into his trap. Suddenly, the trap springs to life. A walker is pulled out. Rob removed the black cloth from the walker. The walker wanted Rob. His skin was smoking from the sun. Rob took the walker back to the studio. He wanted to test his new drug on the walker. Rob checked the eyes of the zombie. The walker was trembling. Rob used an ultraviolet light to shine on the skin. Rob injected the drug into the zombie's body. The zombie's body reacted immediately. Suddenly, the zombie became very agitated. The instrument shows that the zombie is dead. Rob shook his head. His experiment has failed once again. Rob pushed the zombie out. Rob returned home with the dog. He talked to himself on the computer. There were few people left in what was once a bustling city. He felt very lonely. The dog was the only thing that stayed with him. Rob's foot had just stepped into a small puddle. The car next to him. Rob fell into a walker trap. He's hanging in the air. Luckily, it's daytime and the walkers don't dare come out. Unfortunately, Rob passed out. He's got a head injury. The dog tried to wake him up. It's late in the evening when Rob finally wakes up. The sun is about to set. Rob must hurry. He cuts the rope on his foot with his dagger. Rob falls to the ground. He's been stabbed in the leg with a steel spike. Rob struggles to crawl in the direction of the car. There's barking coming from the building across the street. 3 zombie dogs ran out. A flash of sunlight from a crack in the building blocked the dogs. Rob stumbles back to the car. The zombie disappeared. The dogs charged. Rob shot one of them with his pistol. He tried to rescue his dog. The dog knocked the gun out of Rob's hand. Rob was pulled to the ground by the dog. He tried his best to get away from the dog and get the gun. Rob killed the dog with 2 shots. His dog was bitten by the zombie dog. To prevent his dog from turning into a walker, Rob had to strangle his dog.